Driving out to Mount Hood, it was a beautiful clear day on the mountain, and starting out from Timberline Lodge, it looked very promising this day.
Well, good morning. Here we are back at Mount Hood after getting rained out, drizzled on, clouded on yesterday. We thought we'd give it another shot. It was coming up. You can see the mountain is clear, and just below me I can see a deck of clouds. We were going to do Mirror Lake across the way, and then it has a view, but that's in the clouds. So we're going to go back and do basically the same route. May not go as far, but I think I'm going to try to interlace this with the hike yesterday and see how that turns out in the video. Or maybe I'll just discard that video. It's a beautiful hike, a beautiful day. Come along with us. Going along the Pacific Crest Trail and the Timberline Trail here. Yesterday it was just a ton of people. I'm expecting the same thing today. You're with a lot of hundreds of people you're going to see on this trail. Wow, what a difference a day makes. This is just amazing.
The little Zigzag River Canyon, which was dry this time of year. Timberline Trail is at Timberline. You go in and out of the Timberline, up and down between the trees and no trees. The nice thing is it's about 6,000 feet or so in elevation, so it's not too tough on the lungs. As we got close to the Zigzag Canyon, we were getting a little worried that we were going to be clouded out yet another day. As we got to the canyon outlook, we could tell that maybe we were going to get a clearing, and indeed we did. We had about a 15-20 minute window where we could sit and just enjoy the canyon, have some lunch and snacks, and then just head back. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Well, I have a little slot where there's not some hikers ahead of us and behind us. I think I counted well over 100 hikers on our 2 hours of hiking. Is 5 miles.
Like I said yesterday, this is really a trail that's worth it. Today was just spectacular. Glad we came back and did it. It's a pretty easy trail. Just note that it's more uphill on the way back. If you're going out and you're not feeling it, you might want to take some caution. Also beware that the mountain kind of generates its own weather, as you might have seen from the 2 days we did. Bring some rain gear and some warm gear just in case. Always do in the backpack. So until the next adventure, we'll see ya.
We headed down to take a look at Timberline Lodge, which was really nice. We thought maybe we'd get a meal there, but it was a buffet, so we didn't feel like enjoying a buffet during COVID times. The hike out to Zigzag Canyon is a nice hike. It's only about 6 miles round trip. There is about a 1,500-foot elevation gain, which I was kind of surprised to see when I looked at this. But it's a great hike. I would highly recommend it. Just be aware there's going to be a lot of people when you do it. Stay tuned for video from our first day of hiking on the mountain when we experienced rain and other weather.
500 miles to Canada and 1,800 miles to... Well, good morning here. We're at the Timberline Lodge in Oregon at Mount Hood. We're going to hike a bit of the Timberline Trail. It's also the Pacific Crest Trail. So we're going to do this out to Zigzag Creek or River, by the canyon that overlooks it. It should be about a 2.5-3 mile hike out there, and then we'll come back. It's a bit cloudy. Forecast is for that to kind of burn off. Well, everybody needs a wilderness permit there, but weren't any permits left, so I just took a scrap of paper and threw our name and phone number and where we were headed and what day it was on there. Boy, clouds are really settling in. I'm hoping the forecast of clearing here after noon is correct.
As we got close to Zigzag Canyon, the clouds really started to settle in. At the Zigzag Canyon outlook, we could see a lot of clouds. You could see that it was probably a very beautiful outlook, but a bit of a bummer that we couldn't see Mount Hood itself. Shortly after we left the Zigzag Canyon outlook, it really started to cloud up and started to drizzle. You can see Julie hiking across the way there, barely. As you can see, the last mile of hiking, it started to rain.
Well, you can see here we're getting to the Mount Hood ski area towards the Timberline Lodge. Kind of wrapping up our hike. You can also see we are now smack in the middle of the clouds. It's raining just lightly. We didn't have to dig for our rain gear, so that's nice because then you just get hot and sweaty. It's a nice trail, but boy, a lot of people. And you could tell that Zigzag Canyon outlook would have been just spectacular if you had clear skies. Should you do the trail? I say yeah. It would be very spectacular on a clear day. Just pick a nice day that you're going to have some sun in the afternoon up against the Zigzag Canyon there. So to the next adventure, we'll see ya. Looks like maybe it's going to be all day rain. I think we're going to head down to the Mount Hood winery and have a glass of wine and just kind of hopefully soak in some sun down there. We'll see.
Indeed, we enjoyed some glasses of wine at the Fort Hood Winery. Lovely place. Thank you for watching our video. Like it if you liked it. Please comment. Also subscribe and stay tuned for our future adventures.